Hey everybody, welcome to this week's programming. Quick announcement to make sure that we all are going to hear this that are going to watch this video. Two things. One, this Saturday, the 30th, we're going to have a fundraising event for Jen Wells as she goes to her second CrossFit Games. Super excited about this year for her. The workouts that are being announced are all great for her. So we're hoping that these workouts continue to go into her favor and she keeps improving like she has been over the last 6 months, because just her personal development this whole season has been truly great to watch and phenomenal to watch. I'm really excited to see how well she performs coming up here in a couple of weeks. Anyways, that's Saturday. 9 a.m. team workout, Road to the Games workout. You're going to see what it is. It is something that Jen, I think she will love and hate, but that's what we're looking for. And then secondly, do apologize for this video and the haziness that's going on with it. I thought my phone is clean. I thought the lenses are clear. I do apologize for that. But let's get started in this week's workouts. And Reed Dockery, a lot of you know him in the afternoon classes. He got his level 2 this past summer. He's been coaching back at home at his CrossFit gym. He helped us at the end of last semester, spring semester, a lot, and he moves very good. He understands CrossFit and the methods, and he's been part of our gym long enough. He's going to start stepping in as a coach as well, and he's going to actually step in for Monday morning through the lunchtime classes. Stepped up for us in a big way right off the bat as soon as he got back in. So thank you, Reed. Y'all be good to him and show him the respect that you show us and the courtesy that goes along with that. And I'm excited to have him on board as part of our team going forward. So with that, this week, Monday, we're starting off with the intervals every 5 minutes for 30 minutes. So it's going to be 6 total sets. We're going to have odd rounds and even rounds. Odd rounds is going to be 1 round of Helen as fast as you can. 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell swings, 12 pull-ups. We're going to scale up or scale down from there. Ideally, it should be about 2.5 minutes, 2 to 2.5 minutes of work on that. We want to push the pace pretty hard on these efforts. And then the remaining time that you get to rest in. So if you finish 2.5 minutes, you get 2.5 minutes of rest. Second, your even rounds, you're going to do a 400-meter run, 21 push-ups, and we're going to make those perfect push-ups. If you get done in like 15 seconds, that's not a perfect push-up. We want all the way down, touching the ground, and then all the way up to full extension, 1 second pause at the top of every push-up. Just making sure each rep is nice and clean. Following that up with 12 and 8 calories on the bike. Now, if we're going to scale up, we're going to do ring dips on the even rounds. And you can muscle up into a ring dip, or we can just set them up regular dip bars into those. Tuesday, we got our back squats. Remember, we're changing some of our strength up. So we just did 3 weeks of 3 sets of 8. Now we're going to 3 weeks of 4x6s. And we're still adding those 5 to 10 pounds every time. If you've missed out or you're just getting started with us, you can start off at 70, 75%. This first week, maybe your last rep should be difficult. We shouldn't be in those 2 or 3 rep ranges of the last set, making it very tough for you on these sets. So just be mindful of that. We're not reaching 6 rep maxes here in the first week. We should be reaching that maybe in the 3rd week of this. But even then, not really looking for that true 6 rep max. We're just slowly building, just like we did this past summer, but working with our back squats. And then after that, we got a fun little chipper that I'm excited about. I've been excited about. It's going to have something. We're going to start reintroducing some heavy volume Olympic lifting. But the weights are going to stay really light. One, help us build capacity from whenever we start lifting heavy weights for volume this fall and winter, getting ready for the Open. So you got 60 alternating reverse wall balls, reverse lunge wall balls. They did them. They introduced them this year, I think, at the West Coast Classic. A lot of people liked them. We've played around with them before in the past, just individually training for the games here and there. It's just a fun movement to throw in. I don't think I've thrown them into a class workout in a very long time, if ever, but we're going to try them out. 60 alternating reverse lunge wall balls. Then you're going to do 50 power clean and jerks, 40 toes to bar, 30 bar facing burpees, and then end on 20 thrusters. And what we're going to do for the RX, we're going to go really light for RX. We're going to do 75 and 55 pounds Competitors are 95-65. Ideally, we want this to be 35% or less of your 1 rep maxes. Remember, we want building up volume. We really haven't done 50 reps in a row in a workout, kind of pre-fatigued. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those perfect reps, looking for some touch-and-go reps. Even if you just got to use the barbell, you'll do hang power, clean, and jerks and thrusters just with the barbell. We're looking for very clean, efficient reps, focusing on your breathing, focusing on perfect mechanics. We want that first rep and the 50 reps to look just alike on that workout. Then we're going to have some accessory work. Wednesday is going to be a longer aerobic day, so we have 3 10-minute AMRAPs. First one, AMRAP A, 2,000, 1,700, or 1,700 meters on the ski erg, and then you got max hang power snatches following that. So it's mainly an upper body hold, pull down, push type movement, like bending forward at the core, and then you're opening up with those hips, going in the same exact motion but going up this time. And we're going to be 135-95 on that, or 95-65. Looking for, roughly, you're looking for 2 minutes of work, at least maybe 90 seconds of work on that barbell. And then we're going to rest 4 minutes. Another 10-minute AMRAP. You're going to do a 2,000, 1,700 meter row. Then we're going to do max wall walks in the remaining time. So now we're going with a big whole body pull exercise with mainly very core intensive upper body push to follow that up and complement one another. Rest 4 minutes, and then we got a 10-minute AMRAP, 1 mile run, and then coming in max distance farmers carries followed up with. For this one right here, we can scale it down to that 900 meter-ish big loop, but generally we want to be, once again, that 7 to 8 minute range. Maybe some of you a little faster, some of you might not be. Might be a little slower, but 7 to 8 minute range is ideal for all of those, followed up by the max effort portions. Thursday, we're going to be introducing, once again, a little bit more volume on deadlift, something we haven't done, but we're going to do this incrementally, not 50 reps of like clean and jerks. It's very lightweight. This is going to be moderate weight, but we're going 50 reps in on this total as an EMOM. We got a 20-minute EMOM, odd rounds, 15, 12 calories on the bike. So we're going to kind of pre-fatigue those legs a little bit. And then on the even rounds, 5 deadlifts at 225, 155. Now with that, we can scale up. We're going to do 18 and 14 calories on the bike, male and females. And then the even rounds, doing 5 rounds again, but 315 and 225. Generally, what your 1 rep max should roughly be about 70 to 80% with that 5 rep, that kind of volume for a lot of CrossFitters. Now, if you have somebody like Dylan or Caleb who has a super high 1 rep max deadlift, when you get to that 70, 80% range, that's going to be difficult. 315 will probably still be difficult. And even though it's like 50% of Caleb's 1 rep max, it's just his body has adapted differently to high volume lifting rather than somebody like myself I can operate at a very high percentage of my 1 rep maxes because I don't train 1 rep maxes. I'm not very fast twitch oriented type of person either. My body, my genetic makeup does not allow for me to be very fast twitch. Therefore, it's hard for me to get those really high 1 rep maxes. But I can get a moderate 1 rep max, but I can operate for a longer time at a higher percentage. That's what makes the majority of CrossFitters, and the power lifters and Olympic lifters, the really great ones, up to that level, because there's give and take wherever you do on those. Then we're going to rest 5 minutes. So at the 25-minute mark, we're going to do a 5-minute AMRAP of max effort dumbbell box step overs. Last time we did something like this, I know we had a lot of people with tight backs and everything else. So be careful with this. If you know, maybe don't use 2 dumbbells in your hand. Maybe use 1 dumbbell in your hand. Or just do max box step overs without a weight. Focus on keeping your core tight, staying upright in a very good position. Because what happens a lot of times, people hunch over, especially following these deadlifts and bike effort. And you're going to be hunched over and you're going to be in kind of a bad position anyways. So if you're not very strong on dumbbell box step overs, especially when it comes to your back, maybe go weightless on this. Because every minute for 5 minutes, you're going to do 30 double unders. So to start the workout, 30 double unders, max effort, box step overs in the remaining time. Should roughly give you about 40 seconds, 35, 40 seconds to do some box step overs. That's going to be Thursday. Friday, we got our upper body. Remember, we're changing it again. Instead of strict press, we're going to move up to push press now. So adding that 5 to 10 pounds still might be a little light for you. Maybe add a little bit more. But we're going to do 4 sets again. So we're going to go every 3 minutes for 12 minutes. You got 6 push press and then max effort wide grip strict pull-ups in the remaining time. We can still use a band if we need to, or you can go without a band. If you can add a weight, even better, add some weight to that. But we're going to do wide grip strict pull-ups. Just changing up the stimulus a little bit. And then after that, we got a conditioning piece, 5 rounds for time, 20 and 15 calories on the rower, 20 dumbbell bench press, 50, 35 pounds, 3 rope climbs after that. And then that goes into Saturday's workout. So Saturday's workout, once again, is a fundraising event for Jen Wells. It's a road to the games. You're going to do teams of 3 today on this one. And each person's going to start off, or everybody as a team is going to start off with a 800-meter run together. Once everybody gets in from the 800-meter run together, then you can start on the middle portion. We're going to do 3 rounds of this, so the volume is going to be pretty high. But when you divide it by 3, it's not so bad. You got 30 power cleans at 135.95, 30 burpee box jump overs, 20 power snatches, 135.95, 20 burpee box jump overs, 10 overhead squats, then 10 burpee box jump overs. We're going to do that 3 times through. 3 times through. So if you add that up just in burpee box jump overs alone, that's going to be 180 of them. So you get to divide that out among 3 people, still putting in a lot of work. It's all about fast transition times, communicating with one another, and working together as a unit to get through this as quickly as possible. And then once you get done with the 3 rounds of that, you finish the last burpee box jump over, all of you take off for one more 400-meter run together, and your time is done when all 3 people are back at their barbells for that event. So should be a fun workout. I'm excited about it. I know Jen has put a heck of a lot of time in running, and she loves her lifting, so we're going to have some lifting involved. And then burpee box jump overs are just great conditioning pieces. It benefits everybody. It really challenges you both physically and mentally, which is something that we all experience. For those of us that have been to the games or competed at a high level, you know what those situations put you through. But that's this week's workouts. I hope you enjoy them. Any questions, any concerns, email me, info@crossfitmountain.com, or text me, however you can, get in touch with me. I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to seeing your names on the leaderboard.